Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello and welcome once again to Down the Line with me, Gary Bellamy. This week, technology. Has it gone too far? Is everything moving too fast? Is it really progress, or is it being driven by consumerism? Emails, text messaging. Once upon a time, Morse code was considered modern, but not anymore. Maybe one day we'll all have computer chips in our heads and we'll be communicating by the power of thought, or maybe just by winking. But where will it all end? I don't know, I don't have the answers, but maybe you do. Why don't you give us a ring on 0800 068 7060 or email down the line at bbc.co.uk. Communication. That's what this show is all about. Communication. Communication is so much easier these days, what with mobile phones, email, and other things. But what are we really communicating? Maybe a well-thought-out letter says much more than a dashed-off email. And all these kids on their mobiles, what are they talking about? What are you talking about? What am I talking about? Ring me and tell me on 0800 068 7060 or email us on down the line at bbc.co.uk. Right. OK, got a regular caller on the line. It's Christopher Nibbs.
Chris Nibbs.
Hello, Nibbsy.
I'm just like to talk about how, with digital technology, I think a lot of music has lost its value. I've always been a big jazz and blues fan, and I remember growing up in Pevensey, and we only had one small record shop, and they never had any jazz or blues records in there, and it was a big event when you had one in and you'd go out and buy it.
What are we talking about here?
Don't want to go into that. Don't want to know how old Chris Nibbs is. But what I'm saying was, it was an event. Nowadays, the kids today, click of a button, they can download this stuff off the internet.
Don't you think that's brilliant, though, that for 79
And also,
pence...
of course, the other thing is all these box sets now. Everything is just so readily available, nothing has any value. I've just bought the complete works of Eddie Condon.
Who?
You know, when I was growing up, you'd wait months for an Eddie Condon album to turn
Who the
up.
hell is Eddie Condon?
Great jazz musician. And there are 28 discs in there. I'm never going to listen to all of them.
Well, why did you buy
it then?
I
haven't listened to a single one of them.
Right, exactly. So you're talking about the value of music, yet you're buying these things and not even listening to them.
Exactly.
You're the one wasting your money.
It's the same with DVDs.
What?
You know, I've got the complete box set of The Sopranos. I've got the complete box set of West Wing.
You don't have to go through all the DVDs.
I haven't watched a single disc. And they've got extra discs in there with extra content. Has anyone ever watched any of these extra content discs?
I do.
No.
Well, I watch this.
No one has ever watched any of them.
You aren't listening to me.
But don't get me wrong. I mean, I'd like to watch some of this stuff, but Mrs. Nibbs tends to have control of the DVD, and she's working her way through the complete Desperate Housewives at the moment. It's not for me, so Nibbsy here's out in the garden mostly.
Right, OK. But the thing is, I come home, I love to put on the DVD audio commentary of, I don't know, The City of Death, Doctor Who story, Tom Baker's voiceover, and he kind of listened to the whole 4 episodes. And
I've often wondered what sort of half-wit watches television with an audio commentary on.
OK, I've got Muriel on the line now. Hello, Muriel.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm just reading about technology. It's supposed to make our lives easier, right? But I've got so many remote controls, I don't know how to use any of my technological gadgets.
Right.
I've got one for the TV, I've got one for the stereo, for the DVD, for Sky Plus, the video. I've got one for my heating system, and none of them are marked up. I don't know which is which. I'm looking at them now. I've had the TV on for 6 weeks solid.
Well, can't you turn it down on the front of the screen?
My television, the fascia of the television, is totally blank. It was very expensive. It was a gift from my son. It's very high-tech, and it's got nothing on it. And I'm stuck on Channel 5.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it?
You know, the heating's on. I'm so hot. I'm just wearing my pants and bra.
Can't you turn it all off at the what?
Well, my son's gone to Dubai 6 weeks ago, and he's the only one who knows how to use any of the...
Did you say you're in your bra and knickers?
I'm so hot. I don't know how to turn the heating down.
Everything's so complicated these days. Why can't it just be one remote control that does everything?
Gary, I've never listened to your show before, actually. I must confess, but I turned the radio on by accident.
Right.
And now I don't know how to turn it off.
Well, good. You don't want to turn me off, do you?
Sorry?
Thanks very much for your call.
Thank you.
Hello, I've got Early D on the phone. Hello, Early.
Is that Bellamy?
Yes, this is Gary Bellamy.
I've got to say, man, I think you're dangerous, you know what I mean?
Does that mean in a good way or a bad way?
The word out on the street on you, man. People them love you, you know what I mean?
People are talking about me on the street where you
People
come
them
from.
love you, man. They love you. But listen, I was hearing what you were saying about this technology business and that, you know what I mean? Like, listen, as a man, I don't front, you know. I live good. My pocket is nice, you understand, yeah? Right?
No.
And the reason it come like that, right, is because I've got hexpirations, you know what I mean? And that's why in my yard, right, I got it all, man. And that's why I live good, you know. I got Scatterlight, I got plasma, MP3 player, you know, camera phone, high-powered camcorder, 20 times zoom, high def, Everything.
Heck.
And my life is sweet. My life is good because I don't front, you know. And if you can't knock it down, man, you cannot knock it down, because if you knock it down, they're going to strive for it. They won't have no high aspiration, right? And then they're going to just like next man going to thump another man down in the street. You can't have that. You can't have that, Doctor.
So you're saying without technology there'll be trouble in the streets?
There'll be trouble and strife, man, you know, because people won't have no high aspiration, you know what I mean?
What? They have no what?
And also technologies, man, it help cripple and everything, doesn't it? It help cripple bad,
It does
man.
help people. Has it helped you at all?
No, but it's helped cripple people, man. They've got loads of bionic limb and everything like that, innit?
It helped cripple people.
Well, yeah, because they've got a lot of bionic limb, and also I'll tell you another thing, right?
Yeah.
It helps women, innit?
Well, how does it help women?
Well, because them don't have to go down to the river and beat the clothes them in the water with stone and everything, because them have washing machine and everything, innit?
Yeah.
Do you want your mother going down by the river beating cloth with stone just to wash the clothes?
But yeah, no, but isn't it sad that there are people in the world who still have to go down and beat their clothes in the river? Never mind ending third world debt. Why don't we send washing machines to the countries where they haven't got washing machines?
Let's not concern ourselves about them people there, you know, because, I mean, some of them like it like that anyway, you know, that's in them culture.
I don't think you can say that. I don't think anyone likes being poor.
Well, of course, them like it, them love it, you know. I mean, right, look,
Yeah.
you see them people there that they're squatting outside the hut and have fly all over them face. Why them never just flip the fly to make it get off? Why they don't do that?
Because they haven't got
never flip the fly off.
Because them
love it.
No, they don't love it. They just haven't got the energy to, because they're malnourished and they can't even move.
Now I respect you now, but now you're getting me vexed because you're going all hoity-toity.
Okay, I'm not going hoity-toity. Listen, I tell you what, I've had a fantastic time talking to you.
You're going all hoity-toity.
I'm being dangerous now, and I'm saying thank you very much. Thank you for the call. Okay, I've got Irene Ward on the phone. Hello, Irene.
Hello, Gary.
Hi, you're on Down the Line.
My son's just got, what do you call a sat-nav, yes? What do we call it,
Satellite navigation, yeah.
Funny, isn't it? When you get in the car, it tells you where to go, doesn't it? It turns this way, like that, and if the traffic is really bad, it tells you another way to go.
It's clever, isn't it?
It's a hoot, though, isn't it?
It's a hoot, yes.
Turn left by here. Oh, I don't know, turn right by there.
Yes, it's very clever.
Well, the technology is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
I said to my friend Beryl, I said, the way this technology is going, before long, they will come up with a bracelet or something that you put around your ankle, and it can fly to the moon or Mars.
Yeah.
So they come up with a thing you can put on your ankle, and you'll be able to... Well, I said to my friend Beryl, you'll be able to fly to Mars.
Thanks very much for your call.
Thank you. I got a tickly throat.
Okay, Irene, thanks. I got a call now from Dave from Crawley. Hello, Dave.
Oh, hello. I just wanted to make a comment about MP3 players, or as you more commonly know them, iPods. I've just been and bought a 5th generation one, and you can now store photos in it. You can look at movies. And why do they keep mucking about with these things? I mean, I just want to listen to music on the go, and they just keep bringing out these things with all sorts of bells and whistles on it that are no use to anyone. I mean, why do they keep on mucking about with it?
Thanks very much for your point.
You're welcome.
Okay, my next caller is Tony Dean from Liverpool. Hello, Tony.
All right there, lad.
Hello, what's your point?
Tell you what, these people ringing in, getting all narky about their remotes and that. Don't worry about it. You can buy a remote from Dixon's, right?
Right.
And it'll control everything in your house. Your TV, DVD, video, your phone, the alarms, the lock. What they're moaning about, they want shooting.
Right, but they're very chunky, big remote controls. They're not very easy to use.
Come on, it's a small price to pay for total control.
Have you got one?
I can't afford that. What do you think I have made of money? $17.99 for a piece of plastic. We're dying up here, lad. It's not all Liverpool and Spanish football players.
Hello, next caller. Hello, who's there?
Flo.
Flo, hello, Flo.
Hello, I'm calling about technology. I got on my mobile phone. I just lost all my number on my mobile phone. And now I can't call my friend because I don't know my number, because nobody knows their number no more, because everybody got the number stuck on the mobile phone. I think technology is bullshit.
What?
I think technology bullshit.
What? Where are you from?
Putney.
Right. So, yeah, I understand. I mean, these days you don't write anyone's telephone number down. You put it straight in your phone.
You put it in the phone.
Yeah.
You save. And then when you lost your phone and your phone don't work, or you get your phone pinched on the butt, then got no number. You don't know who to call. Got no friend, got no family, got no nothing, because put the number in the machine. That's why technology is bullshit. Bullshit.
What?
It's bullshit.
Well, we've all learned something today. Thank you very much for your call.
Thank you.
My next caller is Chuck Perry.
Hello, Gary.
Hello, Chuck.
No, it's good to be on, girl.
Yeah. It's nice to have a happy voice.
Here's one for you, I guess.
Yeah?
My camera doubles as a phone. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can get the internet on my sofa.
Can you? Chuck Perry there. Now, we're talking about communication today and whether or not technology is making anything any easier. Now, I don't normally bring my personal life into work, but yesterday I rang my bank and it took me about 30 minutes to get through on the phone. Now, let me just tell you something. I'm going to do an experiment now, and I know a lot of people have sent me emails to Down the Line saying that they've had similar experiences, how long it takes to get through to our banks these days. It is a joke. It's all automated services. We never get to speak to anyone. I'm just going to do a little test and ring my bank and see how quickly it takes them to answer the phone, right? OK, here we go. Just dialing up now. This is a joke.
Hello, Premier Banking. How may I help you? Claire speaking.
Yes. That was quick.
How can I help you today, sir?
Right. I'm just ringing to say how long it takes you to answer the phones.
Could I just take your surname, please, sir?
No, Bellamy.
Bellamy. And your first initial?
Yeah, I'm only actually ringing to prove a point. I'm not actually here to ask any...
Could I take your first initial, please?
It's G.
G. And can you just confirm your account number for me?
9219666.
9219.
No, I'm not here to actually talk about this now. I mean, I'm just trying to ring to prove a point.
I will just have to take you through a few security checks. If I could just take your mother's maiden name.
It's Queensbridge.
Queensbridge.
Queensbridge,
thank you, sir. And could I take the first letter of your password, please?
S.
S. And the third letter of your password?
P.
P.
Look.
So that's Superman, sir, is that correct?
Right, listen, can I speak to who's in charge there? I just want to talk about how long it takes to get through on the phone. I mean, this has been we are ringing a funny hour when obviously it's not so busy. But yesterday, at peak time, I was waiting to speak to my bank manager for about 45 minutes. And I didn't even get to speak to my bank manager because I ended up getting through to some idiot on the phone who didn't even know what they were doing.
I'm very sorry to hear that, sir.
Yes, okay, fine. Thank you. Thanks very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for...
Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, there isn't.
Okay, thank you for calling.
Thank you, bye.
Goodbye.
See, I think I've proved a point there. Okay, I've got Brian from Belfast on the line. Hello, Brian.
How you doing, Gary?
Okay, thanks.
I just wanted to add a similar thing to the wee girl just now talking to you. I lost my phone about 5 years ago now.
Oh, that's terrible. So what did you
do?
No
backup. I didn't have a pad with numbers on it or anything.
So you lost all your numbers?
I lost the numbers of all my friends, all my business contacts, all my family, and I've not spoken to anyone for 5 years. I'm over the moon with it, so I am now.
Really?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Thanks very much for your call.
Bye.
Okay, I've got Humphrey Miller from Sir and Sister here. Hello.
Hello there, Gary.
Hi.
It's lovely to be on again. I was just calling in reference to your earlier caller from Putney, I believe she was. She was talking about having lost the numbers on her phone and not being able, in the olden days, my time, that one would have memorized one's numbers. And the interesting thing is that the human brain is actually very well set up to remember 7 numbers. Up to 7 numbers, the human brain copes extraordinarily well. So our old style, the old style phone numbers as we used to have, it was very easy to remember. You know, I can remember vast numbers of phone numbers from
more than 7.
My past. No, I mean 7 digits in the number.
Oh right, I thought you meant 7 numbers.
No. That wouldn't be very good.
Right.
I can remember a vast array of phone numbers from my earlier years. 732-0432. That is a number that brings back very fond memories for me.
Good.
348-5527.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Fine.
And of course, 986-2323. Never had occasion to ring it, but still very vivid in my memory. I could list many.
Thanks very much for your call.
Thank you so much, Gary.
Okay, who's the next caller? Hello?
My name is Morris.
Hello, Morris.
Listen, right? See, technology, right? They promise us all kinds of things. That they sold us a plumber. You know what I'm saying? What we got, what we were promised, what we could have: flying cars, robots that clean the house, virtual sexuosity, like horny chicks, man, just laying down for you in your mind's eye, right? And what have we got? We've got TVs with a 3,000 channels on. You turn them on, and I've got built-on Buddy talking about birds. That's on a main channel. That should be on a channel 300. Man, it could be so much better. That's what I'm saying. When I think about it, what we could have. Them big steel, like, huge steel, like, stairs which go up to heaven. And you just walk up there, man, and then someone, and like, that thing, biddly, all that, you know what I mean? The Star Trek and all that. The phaser gun, you can kill or stun. You can't then do that.
You can now. There are stun guns out now, aren't there?
Sorry, you're true. You're right. There was a taser because my boy got licked with one last night, man. He was climbing through a window. Some guy licked him with a taser, man. He pissed himself.
Okay, well, we shouldn't really laugh or encouraging that kind of behaviour. But my next call is Jack Hallworth from Liverpool. Hello, Jack.
Hello, Gary. Hello. Gary. Sorry, mate. I'm a bit nervous.
No, it's all right.
A bit nervous,
okay.
you know. A little bit nervous. Nerves. You know, the old nerves, like, you know, the nerves, you know?
Yeah.
The nerves getting the better of me, but I'm just really actually to say, the fella on earlier, the Scouse fella, you know, was running down Liverpool, hey, we're dying up here and all that. We're fed up of hearing that about Liverpool, you know. We got a lot going for us up here. You know, we got David Moyes, right? We got Rafa, you know.
Who?
Rafa Benitez, you know. I'm not a red myself, but just wanted to say, you know, like, we got a lot going, you know. It's we're the city of culture.
Yeah.
You know, we got a lot going for us. Simon Rattle's going to be conducting something or other. I don't know what it is, but he'll be doing the conducting, you know.
Where? In Liverpool?
Yeah, in Liverpool, you know, in Liverpool, in the pool, you know, yeah. So, we got cricket, you know, cricketers, Gary. Yeah, it's a world-leading fashion shop, you know. Colleen goes to and all the wags, you know.
Who?
So, Colleen, you know. So, you know, and as for, you know, the fella saying, yeah, we can't afford, you know, the remote, right? Well, I've got one, you know, $17.99, yeah.
Oh, does it work?
No, it doesn't bloody work, you know. Bloody Argos, you know, $17.99. We're dying up here. We're bloody dying.
Okay, thanks very much for your call. Okay, let's go down the line. Who's there?
Tony Beckton.
Oh.
Listen, technology has taken over the criminal underworld.
Has it?
All the money now is made by little men on laptops, mobile phones, computer chips. In my day, the tools of the trade were very different.
Yeah.
The jemmy, the kosh, the bowie knife, the flick knife, guns of all types, knuckle dusters, ammonia, an axe, a sword stick, secateurs, a crossbow. It was mano a mano, face to face, across the cobbles. Have that.
So basically now you're finished.
Yes.
Thanks very much for your call.
I feel flat.
My next caller is Edward Kelleher. Hello, Edward.
Hello, Gary.
Hello.
Yeah, technology, it's gone too far. It's out of control. And also, we don't want it. We don't want any of this stuff, do we? The red button. Press it. All these TV shows now, they say, press the red button, press the red button. Has anybody ever pressed the red button? Has anybody ever has any of your listeners ever done it?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know if anyone has.
Tell you what, I thought, you know, I've seen all this. I thought eventually I'll press the thing, I'll press it and see what happens. Press the red button. It was like time froze.
Right.
I entered a different time-space continuum. Everything just went very, very slow.
Yeah.
It said stop, loading. It went on for about 20 minutes.
Oh. Right, you're listening to Down the Line. Why not give us a call? We're talking about technology and communication. 0800 068 7060 or email us at downtheline@bbc.co.uk. Okay, and we have an email here from Alicia Keys, spelt Quays, and she says, hello, Gary. Oh, she just says, hello, Gary. Have we got any other emails, Matt? No. Okay, I've got a Tulsa Cosgrove from...
No, Tulsa Kingsgrove.
Tulsa Kingsgrove from Tottenham.
Kingsgrove, like Kensington, but with a grove.
Right, hello there.
Hi, yeah, I'm ringing up about iTunes because I buy all my music on it.
Who?
iTunes, Apple Mac, yeah? Where you buy your music online. And I used to go down to HMV, the local one, right? There was this girl served down the counter. She was a goth, right? But she used to look at me every time I bought stuff.
Yeah.
She used to look at me wrong, you know what I mean? And
what do you mean wrong?
Like a sconce. She used to look at me like my taste in music was bad, you know? And like, I don't like it. I don't want to go down to HMV, buy my music and get a look, you know what I mean? I just want to buy the music. So, because I like K-Pac and TJ and Moose Boy, right? And she looked all this terrible music, you know, like the bands that, I mean, like Kasabian or something there, right? So now I buy it all online, it's fine. But I have a important political point.
Yes. Please tell us.
Because, right, so I got grief for buying my music.
Right.
So what about the all the other people, right? They might like Girls Aloud or something, but they're too ashamed to buy it because of the girls behind the counter or the boys are giving them a funny look, right? So now they can buy it on iTunes. A lot more bad music will rise higher in the charts because people are no longer afraid to buy what they like. You know what I mean? Because nobody can see it coming through the door. It's like when my brother orders porn, nobody knows what comes.
That's one of the best political points I've ever heard. I've got Baxter Roberts on the line. Hello, Baxter.
Hello there, Gary. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
No, not too bad.
Good.
I was wondering, I know your show's all about communication.
Yep.
I was wondering whether you and perhaps some of your listeners would be interested in hearing a short message in Morse code.
Oh, God, I love Morse code. It's something you don't hear anymore, isn't it?
Well, it's not as prevalent as it used to be. It's been superseded in many respects, but some of our devotees, we stick with the language because it is almost like a second language to us, and it's virtually incorruptible. And we communicate to, there's a vast network of people throughout the globe.
Really? How many?
Well, I can communicate to up to 7 people a year.
God.
Worldwide. I was wondering if you'd like to hear I could perhaps leave you with a short message.
No, hang on a minute. I tell you what, I've got an idea. Matt is signalling to me here, my producer, in semaphore, telling me that he knows Morse code, right? And he can translate.
Okay, well, I'll say goodbye, God bless, and I'll leave you with a little bit of Morse.
All right.
Okay.
Right, is that... I think... It's quite a lot. I think we got the... Okay. Right. Is that it? Great, that was fascinating. Matt, have you got a translation for that one? Yep. Still working on it. Okay, well, let's go to another call. Hello, who's calling?
This is Robert here from the fraud department at Premier Banking.
Ah.
Am I speaking to Gary Bellamy?
Yes, you are. Look, I'm actually on the radio at the moment. Can we talk about it later on?
Okay, some money has gone out of your account. Shall I call you back about this?
No, well, how much?
Well, can I just take some security details first, please? Your mother's maiden name, please.
Queensbridge.
And your password?
Superman.
And the account number?
9219666.
Right, thank you for that. Okay, I've got a list of recent transactions here. Shall we just go through them and you can double-check that they're all genuine? Yeah?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, there's a top-up for Virgin Mobile for £20.
No, that wasn't me, no.
That wasn't you?
No.
Okay. Network Southeast, £26.
No, that wasn't me.
Okay, Toys Online, voice-changing Cyberman helmet.
Yes, that's me.
That was you,
yeah.
Okay. And a wall-mounted flat-screen TV from Electronics Direct for £49,000.
No!
That one wasn't you.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, so the Cyberman helmet was...
Yes.
But the television wasn't.
No, I didn't spend £50,000.
Okay, well, obviously someone has accessed your account.
Yes.
Fraud has taken place. Have you given your details out to anybody else?
Yes.
You have?
But not intentionally.
Well, whether intentionally or not, obviously if you've given your details to someone else, you won't be covered.
What?
Who have you given these details to? It might help us to narrow it down.
Well, about 2 million people. I gave someone rang me from the bank and it was on air and
You've given your bank details to 2 million people.
Look, I'm on air now, right?
Can you call me back when you're not on air?
Yes.
We'll go through the other items.
Well, how much altogether has been spent?
£72,642.79.
But how can that amount of money...
It's not that bad because the voice-changing Cyberman helmet, that was a genuine purchase, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you call me back, Mr. Bellamy, when it's more convenient? Thank you.
Right.
Gary, it's Matt. I've got a translation of that Morse code for you.
No, listen, hang on. Look, we don't have to talk about that now. I'm just a bit...
Actually, I think it's quite important that
Look, I'm not interested in the flipping Morse code. I've just lost £70,000.
No, calm down,
Don't
Gary.
tell me to calm... Have you lost £70,000?
Well, I've never had £70,000 in the first place.
Well, that's your problem. But listen, I'm a professional. I've won awards. We're going to carry on down the line. Blitz spirit and all that. I am going to go back to the phones and talk to the people of Great Britain. OK, I've got Dorothy from Godalming on the phone. Hello, Dorothy.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm calling to say, I'm an older lady. And
How old?
Oh, I'm 3 times your age.
30,
and I
20,
love technology, Gary. I'm all for it.
93?
I'm all,
No.
And the reason that I am all for it is I think it keeps you young.
Can't be 93.
And I think older people make a great mistake if they turn their back on it. Because if you think of the future, it will keep you young. And I've got a lot of technological things about the house, and I love them.
What, like what?
Well, I am a silver surfer,
A what?
so-called. I use MSN all the time.
I see.
Email family. I've got family in New Zealand.
Right.
And of course, I've got my sat-nav, which I'm devoted to.
You're devoted to it?
Oh, yes, I call it John.
Do you really? That'd be funny. I wonder how many people got names for their sat-navs.
Oh, I'm sure everybody does, because you spend such a lot of time. John talks to me. I call it John because my husband...
John?
He's dead now. But when he was alive, he always knew the route, how to get there. So he would sit there telling me where to go. Now, I feel as if I've got John with me.
Does he shout at you? Does John tell you off? I'm sure a lot of men do tell off their wives, don't they, in their cars?
No, because the sat-nav is a recording.
Yeah, I know.
So it's programmed.
I was just trying
It doesn't lose its temper with you. I wish I had one at home.
What?
Sat-nav.
You have got one?
No, but wouldn't it be so nice if you had a voice saying, make sure you eat something now, love, or put your coat on? Just a voice. It's just the loneliness.
Are you lonely, Dorothy?
I do my best, Gary.
So, but Dorothy, maybe you can treat me as a kind of a satellite navigation system, and it's nice you can ring up and talk to me. Maybe I can be your guiding voice.
I like that.
Yeah, so...
Thank you, love.
Make sure that you wrap up warm.
Yes, I will.
Have a nice glass of milk before bed.
Night-night, then.
Then sleep. Good night. Yeah. You might be clogging up the line. You might have to. You might have to put the phone down though, because we've got 8 lines and this is one of them. You rang me. It might be costing you a lot of money. Dorothy, hello. Dorothy. Dorothy. Dorothy.
Oh. Is that you, John?
No, it's
John?
The award-winning Gary Bellamy from down the line. Can you put the phone down now, please?
You want me to put the phone down?
Yes, please, yeah.
I'm putting it down.
Well, that's all we've got time for this week. This is me, Gary Bellamy, saying good night, sleep tight.